If you're like me and you just want to enjoy this summer, you really want to make the best out of your moment, you don't want to regret what you didn't do, and you don't want to regret what you did, this episode is definitely for you. Summer is really a time where you can make the most out of it because you have 4 months just to yourself, to your dreams, to the things that you can accomplish. It's just 4 months where you decide because you're totally in charge of your time, your energy, and every single thing. So if you completely want to take charge, here are some rules that I am living by, and hopefully you can take some inspo from these rules just to have the best summer ever. The first one, and the one that I've been singing to myself just to keep myself motivated, is that it doesn't matter how early you started. What matters is how consistent you have been. This is such a warm hug to me because there are times where I look at my goals and be like, I wish I had started earlier. I wish I had done things better. I wish I had just started at the time where I told myself that I would start. But it's too late to be sulking about that because the time has gone and you can never recover lost time. But what you can control this summer is how consistent you're going to be with all of your goals, how consistent you're going to be with the things that you said you would do. If you said you're going to be going out more, if you said you're going to try to get closer to God, if you said you're going to read more books, this is the time. So the best way to recover lost time is by going really, really hard this summer, going really hard on those goals. And the next one, which I have been seeing everywhere on social media, is about jealousy and turning jealousy into inspiration. I was seeing someone and she was talking about how she gets sick to her stomach, not in a bad way, definitely, but she just gets so sick to her stomach when she watches people accomplish their dreams, or she watches how people have transformed their lives right in front of her eyes. Like, she just gets so irritated, and she always wondered why, because she's trying to be a good person, and I completely understand that. But then she realized that why she got so sick to her stomach is because she feels like this is something that she can be doing, this is something that she could be doing, she could be actively transforming her life, actively changing her life, but she chooses not to. She chooses to procrastinate instead. And so whenever she sees someone else do the things that she wishes she was doing, she just gets so irritated. So this is a sign that whenever you see someone get something, or whenever, if there's a trend of you getting irritated at a particular thing on different kind of people, is a sign that you need to start pouring more into yourself. Because when you start to notice other people more than you notice yourself, it's going to be a problem. And when you start pouring more into yourself, you're not going to notice what the next person is doing. Even if you notice, you will be happy for them because you know that you are on your own journey. I feel like why sometimes we feel we are in a race with people is because we don't even know our journey. We don't get absorbed in our path. We just keep on looking, we just keep on watching, and we feel like we're supposed to be running that same race and then we're lacking behind, so we get jealous. So stand up, stop getting jealous, do things for yourself, and eventually you're going to be where you need to be. And the next one, which few years ago me would have found cringe, is that you should document as best as you can. Try to see the beauty in every single thing. I started a Finsta with my sister like a month ago. Finsta with my sister. Anyways, posting on there had made me feel so free because I can be as creative as I want to because nobody is watching. Literally, it's just me and her. We're just posting what we feel like, and we are just not being, and we don't care who is judging us. And this has directly made me reflect on how I'm showing up on my podcast and on my TikTok, because I really restrict myself so bad. I don't want to post something that would make people view me a certain way. Like, I'm so scared of being perceived in the wrong way. But it's like, you know what? Let them perceive me how they want to perceive me. I'm going to show up how I feel is comfortable to me and how I feel is best to me, because that's the only way that I'm going to feel fulfilled. If I keep showing up in a way that makes other people feel happier, it's not going to help anybody. Me most especially. Other people that I feel I need to post for their gaze, they might not even end up caring. I'm going to find my people somehow, but I just have to be authentic. So document everything, and document in the way that you want to document, because it will be so fun looking back and seeing how your summer 2025 went. And I literally can't wait to look back and see how my summer 2025 went. And the next one, which I'm super proud of myself for doing, is to learn how to manage your stress. I always felt like I was one of the most stressed out people out there, and not rightfully so, because I wasn't doing so much that would make me so stressed. Because whenever I'm stressed, I look around myself and I'm like, why am I feeling this way? There are so many good things in my life, and I'll be stressed because I'm just thinking about that one thing or how this thing would go. And it was just like, there's no point in being stressed. Yes, you don't know how that will go, but that doesn't mean that your whole day would now not be good because of that one thing. I always try to tell myself, well, you're here for a good time, not a long time. And even though we're going to all live long lives, it still passes by so quickly. So make sure you enjoy every single bit of it. Don't like cancel your whole life or put your life on hold because that one thing didn't work out how you wanted it to work out, or that one thing hasn't come out yet, or you're so anxious about how that one thing go, when there are a million other things that could be going well for your life, or there are a million other things that you could be doing that would reduce stress. So in any way, shape or form, if you realize that you're always so stressed about something, learn how to manage the stress. If it's just completely ignoring it when your hands are tied, because there are situations we'll be in and there's no way we can do this. So just completely ignoring it might be the best you can, then fine. If it's bringing out pen and paper and figuring out solutions instead of just letting it like sit in your head, that could be it. But just learn how to manage your stress if you're someone that always gets stressed like me. I think yesterday I saw a girl saying that she's going to stop buying clothes for her future self because she wants to save money. And I thought, wow, beautiful. And that could be a summer rule. But for me, what I'm doing is that if at all I'm buying any new piece of clothing, I'm going to buy it from the point of view of my future self. If my future self won't wear this, then I'm not going to wear it either. If I just want to get this item because it's trending, I'm not going to get it. And also putting my clothes together, I will also want to step out feeling my best, feeling super confident. So if my future self wouldn't wear this, even if I have those clothes, I'm going to put it away. I'm going to donate them because this is not how I want to feel. Whenever you look at the mirror, who looks at you back is how you're going to feel about yourself. If a confident person doesn't look at you back, you're not going to feel confident. If you don't feel beautiful, if you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, you're not going to go on with your day with your head held up high. You're going to just be like, ugh. So always just how you want to feel about yourself. The next one is to create a morning and night routine, and more importantly, a night routine, because how you go to bed is how you wake up. If you go to bed stressed, anxious, or even just scrolling, you're going to wake up with no purpose and the day is just going to pass you by. But if you go to bed with a purpose, you're going to wake up with that same purpose, and then doing a morning routine will make you feel productive and it will give you power over your own day. So you don't even have to do too much because you've already done much of the heavy lifting in the morning. So you step into your day feeling much more confident and knowing that you can take on the day because you just took charge of your morning. It's literally so easy. And the next one, which I really want to emphasize on, is that you don't let your past mistakes determine how you feel about yourself or how you would go about your life. Because you're allowed to fail, you're allowed to make mistakes, you're allowed to grow, you're allowed to learn. It doesn't, because you made a mistake, because you did something wrong, you can choose to say that's not me anymore. And also don't be too hard on yourself because your past self did what she knew best. Your past self was acting on little knowledge and resources that she had. So don't hate on your past self because she actually brought you here. And yeah, I used to make dumb decisions, but that was in the past. Before, you could be procrastinating, before you could be selling yourself short. But you can decide to wake up one morning and say, okay, you know what, that's not me anymore. Now I'm not going to procrastinate. Now I'm going to talk myself up. I'm not going to talk down on myself. And you can just decide to do things differently. And it's not easy trying to better yourself and trying to become more confident in yourself. But anytime that is difficult, that's a chance to prove to yourself that yes, you are really a changed person. So whenever you face any difficulty, how you respond to it, when you respond better, is now proof that yes, you're actually a better person and yes, you're actually a different person. And this leads to my next point, which is doing things that you actually enjoy. Because like I said, you have summer to yourself, you have control over your time, or you have more flexibility over your time. So do things that make you happy. Say no to things that don't fulfill you or that don't make you happy. And I'm not saying that you should now totally remove everything from your life that doesn't make you happy, but just holding on to one thing, maybe starting a new hobby or starting something that adds a little bit of like zazz to your day. Add it, because that will give you a happier life. Trust me. Because I know for some of us, summer is not the time where we can just do every single thing that we have always been wanting to do. We'll still have some responsibilities, and those responsibilities may not make us feel the happiest, but such is life. And the next, which is really important, is to invest in yourself somehow. Try to look and feel your best. If you want to hit the gym, hit the gym. If you want to start doing your skincare, which is a note to myself, start doing your skincare. If you want to eat healthier meals, you want to cut out snacks and sugar, you can do that, because investing in yourself is always going to ensure a positive return. And also try to do that hard work on yourself. Like if it's to journal to make yourself feel better, or to understand your thoughts, or if it's to read books that really picks at your mind, do those things, because investing in yourself has never been a bad decision. And my last point, which is super important, is to carry yourself like the main character. You can tell yourself, okay, this summer, this is going to be the vibe. You can really journal about it, because I was journaling yesterday about how I'm going to just step into my main character energy era. I'm going to be the main character. I'm not going to be so bothered about what other people do, not bothered about what other people are saying. Just do me and be me, and actually try and live my life in a way that reflects main character energy. And let me tell you, main character energy, she doesn't wake up and then scrolls on TikTok for like 2 to 3 hours. She wakes up and she has a purpose. And yeah, main character, she might be going through stuff right now, but definitely it's going to turn around for her own good, because she's the main character. And so she's not going through her life just sulking and sad. She's putting in the work and she's putting in the energy. So these are just my 10 rules that I want to live by this summer, and hopefully at the end of this summer I look back and I feel accomplished and I feel happy and I feel fulfilled. I feel like that's a meme.
I feel happy, I feel grateful, and I feel fulfilled.
But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next week's episode.